Hello Sunshine, it's Steph and welcome back to my YouTube channel where each week I share with you guys lessons on how you can turn your passions into paid gigs as a freelancer online. Now today's video, I want to test out doing a shorter video again, just like last week. So I want to talk to you guys about how you can get tips as a freelancer more often. I have 3 strategic ways in which you can get tipped more often because I think so many people are always focused on getting more and more orders, but they forget that they can make more money in another way, which is by getting those tips from people that are already buying into your services, already trust you, already clicked that pay button. So how can you encourage those tips once the order is delivered and complete? That's what I'll be teaching you today. Now, before we get into that, make sure that you check out last week's episode because that's also a nice short and sweet lesson all about how you can avoid fraud, which is obviously another way to save money because if you get stuck into like a case of fraud as a freelancer online, that's just going to cause you to lose money, right? So definitely check that one out. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's just going to give you a little notification here on YouTube each week when a new video comes out, as a reminder to you to stay up to date on what's going on in the freelancing world and when new lessons come out for me. All right, you guys. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get right into today's lesson. As someone who's been a freelancer for 5 years, I can tell you that the majority of people on freelancing platforms, for example, Fiverr.com, the majority of people don't tip. But I honestly feel like I get more tips than most freelancers do, and it's because I apply these 3 things. So let's go ahead and place this into a practical real-life example. How do people in the real world get tipped more often? Well, I think the place that most of us tip the most is in a restaurant setting, right? Most of us, when we go out to eat and we're actually sitting down at a restaurant to have a meal, it's very typical and standard to tip there. Whereas in other industries, it's not quite as common. But let's go ahead and use that restaurant example. What are some things that make you want to tip your server and especially tip them even better than you would tip most servers, right? So when you sit down at a table and you get a server that comes up to you right away promptly with positive energy and is really caring and really wants to take care of you, that first impression is huge, right? Really, that first impression, by then you know if this server is going to be good or not, and you're already in your mind like, all right, they deserve a better tip than most servers, right? Because of that prompt action and that amazing first impression. Coming up, showing happiness that you're here, introducing themselves, making sure that you know that they are here to take care of you. What can I get you? Welcome. Treating you like family, right? The first impression is everything. So how can we apply that to freelancing? Well, in the freelancing world, our first impression comes through a message. All right, so it's not quite as personal, but you can definitely send a message and you can make sure that message is going to send a great first impression and really like knock their socks off at first. So instead of someone reaching out and being like, hey Stephanie, I'm interested in your gig, I'm so-and-so, can you help me? So instead of me taking 8 hours to reply and sending over a reply that's like, hi, how are you? Thanks for reaching out. I could instead reply as quick as possible as soon as I see that message within minutes or under an hour or 2. And I can reply with enthusiasm. Hello, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm really excited to hear from you and to chat more about this project. I noticed this about your website. I would love to help you with this. Like really putting some passion and energy behind it, replying quickly, and making that message customized to them so they feel like they are heard, they are seen, and they are impressed right from the get-go. That is strategy number 1 for bringing in more tips. Now let's move on to strategy number 2. Think about sitting down at that restaurant again and the server came up right away, right? And then the rest of the meal, when they're coming back to check on you, seeing if you need anything else, if they come back and do that with just like, you guys okay? All right, cool. Versus, how's your meal? How's that dish? Do you enjoy it? I know it's my favorite too. If they are interacting with you in a very passionate way in which is very clear that they're happy to be there, they love what they do, and they love sharing what they do, you're going to be much more likely to tip them more, right? So that applies to freelancing. As a freelancer, when you're messaging back and forth with these people before they order from you and also after they've ordered from you and you're working on the project, show some passion, show some enthusiasm. Say things like, I'm so excited to work on this for you. This is going to be so much fun. Because number one, you should truly feel that way, because as a freelancer, you're getting to do what you love. You're getting to turn your passions into these paid gigs and profits, right? But really let that come across. And you can't really do that because you're not talking to them in person. So you've got to relay that in a message format. So make sure you say those things because people really notice them and it matters. I even had one person leave a review and they were like, Stephanie truly just shows enthusiasm for what she does. I can tell that she has a lot of fun doing what she does, creating content. And she left me a tip. She could feel that. And it wasn't because she watched the video I delivered her. It's because I relayed that in my messages that, wow, we had so much fun filming this video, my dog and I, with your product. We actually really like your product and love this certain aspect of it. Like I showed that I cared and that I was passionate about what I was doing. That matters, and people are going to tip you when they can tell that this business, this freelancing business of yours, means a lot to you, and those reviews and those tips are going to be very appreciated, all right? And my tip number 3 is to go above and beyond. Sitting down at the restaurant, if your server is like, oh, it's your birthday today? Oh, I'm going to go get a little something for you guys. And they come out with a cake and they say, don't worry, it's on the house. When they go a little above and beyond, maybe even throw in a little freebie like that for your special occasion, then you are extremely wowed, right? It's not like they just did a great job. They went above and beyond, did something extra for you. You are going to tip them double, right? That means a lot to you, and that happens at a restaurant, right? So as a freelancer, how can you go above and beyond? That's a little tip or a little strategy that I love to utilize. When I get an order, very rarely am I delivering what they ordered. I know, that's crazy. I am always delivering something extra, something above and beyond. So whether that be giving them a video and then also adding in music on the background, even though they didn't order it, I'm like, I really felt like the video was lacking something and it needed a little energy, so I've thrown in some music for you on the side just as a little bonus. Do you like that? Of course, if they don't like it, I'll remove it, but no, that's never happened. So I always throw something extra in, whether it's a little extra edit like that or an extra picture. So for example, I deliver a lot of video content. Well, the thing is, when you post a video on social media or on an Amazon listing or on a website, it often needs a thumbnail, like a little picture thumbnail as the cover of the video. And what happens if I don't deliver them a thumbnail? They've got to just choose one from the video where my face is maybe and I'm talking and frozen. But if I go above and beyond and I give them a little extra delivery, also delivering them a free photo, that really gets them wowed, right? So instead of being like, here's your video, have a great day, I'm like, here's your video. And as a bonus, I also wanted to take a photo for you in case you need that thumbnail or cover photo for your video. I threw this in for free. Don't worry about it. I just want to make sure you have everything you need for this project, right? So that right there, strategy number 3, I think all of the 3 tips are very, very important, but that one is the one that really puts people over the edge where they're like, okay, this girl, this freelancer, this seller really loves what she does. She went above and beyond for us. I am going to tip her today. I'm not going to just pay for the base. I'm going to add in a tip. And when it comes to tipping, how it works is you deliver the order, and when they accept the order, at least how it works on Fiverr, they then get the option to leave a review, and then it asks if they want to leave a tip. Okay, so they can choose how much they want to tip. It does then add on a service charge of $2 or so. Okay, and then you'll get a little notification saying so-and-so left you a tip, and then you can celebrate. So those are my 3 tips and strategies for getting more tips. Okay, how many times did I say tips in this video, you guys? Getting more tips as a freelancer. I hope that you will figure out a way to apply all of those into your own freelancing business wherever you're selling your freelancing, whether it's Fiverr, Upwork, Collabster, Freelancer, wherever it is. I firmly believe that you can apply all three of those things in order to get tipped more often and therefore make more money. All right, so let's wrap up today. I want to mention that the Freelancer Academy is starting soon. We start February 1st, 2023. So if you're someone who is interested in freelancing, maybe you've started it and you're not getting as many orders as you want, or maybe you're brand new and you're like, yes, I think I want to become a freelancer. You can sell writing, voiceovers, music creation, blog writing, social media content, virtual assistant, business management, graphic design, video creation, user-generated content like I do. There's hundreds of things that you can sell online as a freelancer. So you just got to figure out what you want to sell and how you can niche it down. I have a free workshop if you'd like. I will send you the link. Just comment below and I'll send it to you. A free hour-long workshop so you can get hundreds of ideas of what you could sell as a freelancer. And then if you're ready to turn those passions into paid gigs as a freelancer and you'd like some guidance to help get you there, to keep you accountable, to give you guidance, strategy, to help you build your freelancing business from the ground up, I'm your girl and I'm ready to help you within TFA. Maybe you're a dog mom, a dog lover like me, and you can sell dog product unboxings, reviews, videos, photos with your dog. Maybe it's your kids you do that with. Whatever it is, what are you passionate about? There's probably some way that you can turn that into a gig as a freelancer. You can learn more about the Freelancer Academy here at this link below. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me here or on Instagram at Steph Dorth. I'm always happy to chat more. Maybe you want to hop on a video call, whatever, just to make sure this is the right fit and the right decision for you. But what I can say is I know that big investments are very scary. It makes you afraid to invest because you're like, I don't know if I'll make that money back. I don't know if I'll find success with freelancing. I don't want it to be a waste of money. Here's the thing. I'm literally going to hold your hand through the entire process and make sure that everyone is successful coming out of the academy, teaching you everything you need to know so you feel empowered and confident in your skills and ability as a freelancer. So if you're scared, I encourage you. Some of the best, most marvelous changes in your life come from taking that leap of faith and doing something that feels a little scary but also gets you excited and buzzed inside. Then I encourage you to take that leap, jump, and begin pursuing your future. A future full of financial freedom, a future full of freelancing, a job that is created specifically to fit your life like a puzzle piece, exactly the job that you want, that you can do anywhere on your own time, making your own schedule without a certain amount of PTO days. It's just incredible being a freelancer, and I hope that more of you get to experience that. So if you're interested in the Freelancer Academy, check it out here. Otherwise, I will let you guys go. As always, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Peace and love.